Yes, respected dear friends, this is how we are learning the art of being consistent, learning the art of being full of concentration, learning the art of focusing on not anything lesser but the words and advices and wisdom given by the Lord Himself, Krishna, through Geetha. This is how an individual quickly evolves. The real evolution is in our own intellect, the ability to think, the ability to analyze, the ability to contemplate. And this evolution of intellect, of thinking, contemplating, when it is about what is truth, what is untruth, what is real, what is unreal, what is the self, not self, what is the bondage, liberation, what is the Lord, Jagat, Ishvara, Jiva, when this is done, that is a real, greater, glorious evolution. So this is what you and I as came as a human beings. Otherwise, like any other ordinary people or animals, same things of living only to die, and as long as live only earning money, eating food and sleeping, then we are very at the lowest level in our evolution. Okay, we should never look at equivalents or lower than us to decide what we are thinking as correct too. There are great Mahatmas, Yogins, they have gone through what life we lived also. Now they are living something higher, therefore, what they live is higher. That should be our point of discussion or inspiration to know that what we are living is not highest, there is higher and greater. Is it not? So, the spiritual life is greater, higher life, where through the study of Gita Adi, we just discover who is God, what is world, why I am in this world, who am I, what should be my final goal. These are the sublime things. Side by side, along with the professions, livelihoods, we have to learn. In the good olden days, there were not many professions. They have their own profession. With that, they get livelihood. Only that much is the work they had outer. All other time of their life, they only spend in the divinity only. In worshiping the Lord, in trying to understand the Lord, in surrendering to the Lord, in discovering the oneness with the divinity, they were all too occupied, busy in that joyful life only. So we just are making an initiative in that direction, given an initiation. Good. Let us continue. Let us have faith. Don't trust Krishna or any one of us. Trust your own understanding of Gita. Clear? And when Gita is perfect, then slowly you have to trust Krishna and Gita, Guru, because they are telling us the truth for our own betterment. पहले भगवान को मानो, फिर उन्होंने गुरु को भेजा, गुरु को मानो, फिर उन्होंने शास्त्र सिखाया, शास्त्र को मानो, फिर समझो शास्त्र को, समझो शास्त्र को तो उसमें सत्य बताए. Therefore, the Satya telling Guru, Shastra, Satsang have to be more and more trusted, and we have to go on increasing our knowledge by being with them. This is how we have to evolve in our life. One, academics, achievements, professions, achievements, family achievements, social things, minimize, spirituality, maximum. This is how we have to be. Thank you, welcome. May you all grow in all type of developments which as a human being can grow. Take the examples of great bhaktas, mahatmas, great servants of the nation in different fields. You can see our Prime Minister himself, how wonderful his achievements for the nation. Whole globe is, what do you say, standing in awe and veneration and doing the standing ovation. In that 40 or 35-minute speech, 17 times they gave standing ovation. Means how much value and worthy he has got, worth he has got in his heart, in his personality. Yesterday I was watching the introduce of all the people, why they like or love our Prime Minister. I was listening, everyone gave such beautiful answers. Some say he's honest, he's selfless, he's really patriotic, he's wise, he knows how to talk, his words touch the heart. There's no simplicity, there is only simplicity. No, all those are funny things showing off to every one of them. And those are matured, they gave his vision for the whole world's unity, his unbiasedness. And the Egypt people, when they were asked, all the Muslims there, तो उनको पूछा, why you are also welcoming Modi, why are you? They told these answers. His vision of oneness is highest. Like that. You should become like that. That's my goal. My whole purpose of Gita. स्वामी आप खुद बनो ना, अब मेरे को सब नहीं बनना, मैं पिछले दिन में बन चुका हूँ। माई जॉब इज ओनली थ्रू गीता एंड उपनिषद डिस्कवर दिस सेल्फ। उसके बाद प्रभु इच्छा, then we also want same, then come, but not out of laziness. I am not doing it out of laziness that I can't become engineer, doctor, lawyer or MP, इसलिए मैं बाबा जी बना नहीं हूँ। मैं वो सब बन चुका हूँ, अभी मेरे को यही बनना है बस। एनीवे, गुड, वेलकम। लाइक एवरी डे 3 टॉपिक्स, one is Bhagavad Gita, second one is common sense thought, third is our Navagraha Stotram. Today we'll do the Shukra Graha, शुक्राचार्य जी, द राक्षसों का, असुरों का गुरु, वो भी महान है। उनका संबंधित श्लोक हम पढ़ेंगे। Then in common sense thought, let's see Bhagavan gives something. Most important, the Gita today is the 10th shloka to the question yesterday. So therefore you have become the karta of the karma, then you are a jiva like that, then you get the karma phala, oh Lord, because you are doing all the creation. So you said you have no karma phala sakti, you are not having any ahankara while creation. Therefore, the biasness while creating is not touching you. That we agreed. But the fact that you are creating whole world creates you the bondage to you because you are a doer. Doer is always bound by the deed and the phala. Bhagavan says, good question you asked. He gives answer in this sloka, which is very impossible for you to understand, I know, but still we discuss a little bit. That's the 10th one, where he says, in my presence, my nature does it. Therefore, I am not the doer. It's a big, big discussion. It is very, very deep, very sublime. After 5, 6 lives, you will understand if you study Gita every life. But I'm here to continue, therefore, we'll share the knowledge of it. Okay, let us start. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhetamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Om Sachidananda Rupaya Vishwatpatyadi Hetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayan Namah. Om Bhor Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. Friends, beautiful shlokas along with Sana Bhavatu, Guru Brahma, we have chanted. As I was telling you, every day spend some time in mantrocharana. It definitely adds divinity to you. While knowing the meaning with bhava, if you do, it will be more beneficial. Make a practice. Dekho, in this world, million things are there to do. You can't do everything, but some things you must do. And then while choosing what to do, you must be intelligent to do selecting those the best things which give the maximum benefit of our own evolution, etc. ये तो कॉमन सेंस रहना तो पड़ता है कि नहीं? सोच लो. You can sing, but what to sing? You can talk, but what to talk? You can go, but where to go? You can have friends, but whom? Who should be your friends? Everywhere you have to question. You can't waste your precious life for doing small little things and getting nothing. That is intelligence. Using the life for the higher than the highest. मुझे तो भगवान सबसे highest लगे, तो I am trying for it. All the time I concentrate meditation. So as my service to Shruti Mata, Rishi Parampara, and to my beloved youngsters, I am doing this work of talking on Gita and other things. Okay, good that we have chanted. Now come to Gita. Now I am every day reminding just for few minutes what we are discussing. The chapter 9 is Raja Vidya Rajaguhya Yogam. Here Bhagavan did a assurance, promise and commitment. He is going to give Guhyatamam, Jnanam and Vijnana Sahitam. theory and practice and experience. Why should I know, sir? And why are you telling me? I am telling you because you deserve. What is desirability? Anasuyu. You have no asuya. You don't find fault with others. You don't try to pull others down. You know you are not jealous. Therefore, I am giving you. Why should I know? What is the benefit? Yat jnatva, having known which ashubhat mokshase, there is nothing ashubha in your heart. No impure thoughts, no ignorances, no negativities, no miseries, no bondages, no frustrations. All ashubha once for all goes away. Clear? Now Bhagavan is giving more value to what he is going to say with these 7 words. I am giving you Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam, Pavitramidam Uttamam, Pratyakshaavagamam, Dharmyam, Suskam Kartum Abhe. I gave you every day. I am telling these things just as a reminder. 4-5 minutes karo, so all things every day repeated, it will register in your mind. That's why I am just spending few minutes for this. Okay, so know this Rajavidya, Rajaguhya. It is most purifying, it's the highest one. You can experience this directly, easy to do it. Is avyayam. It is imperishable once you gain it, and it is dharmadana petam, it is righteous. Actually, this is the real righteous thing to do or achieve. And it is a removal of all the apavitrata. Ashubhat moksha. No, even after telling all this, if you are not opting it, continuing your life as you are doing, then what will happen? Asraddha dhana purushaha asya dharmasya. When somebody doesn't believe, doesn't want to know, doesn't to practice this Rajavidya Rajaguhya, Mama Prapya. The most human beings' life is given for achieving divine, the greatest thing. So without reaching to me, which is your goal as a human being, Nivartante, Nitaram Vartante, you will continue to stay. Where? Mrityu Samsara Vartvani, in that your inner thoughts and outer actions, where the end result is samsara, that is dukkha, or mrityu, the death. People are all, whatever they do, end result is suffering only. Even somebody are successful and happy, that is never staying permanently. That success and happiness is dying, or they themselves are dying. But this Tattva Jnana, Atma Jnana, Bhagavad Jnana, Brahma Jnana, if it is known, there is no samsara of struggling for happiness, you remain happy. And there is no fear of mrityu, because that God whom you are knowing is eternal. Birth, death, changeless. So that's the meaning of this sloka. Having said so, Bhagavan gave us 4 plus 3, 7 knowledges about him, which you have to contemplate. When you contemplate, we come to know what is God. And in that knowledge, we come to know that God is in me as my own self. Okay, the first sentence, Maya tatavidam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina. I, as a pure existence, who cannot be categorized in any rupa nama, by such me, the avyakta murti, idam sarvam jagat tatam. Whatever you see the rupa nama, name and form of the jagat, permeated by this. Second point, all those rupa nama are staying in me, the existence. Mastani sarvabhutani. And this existence is not colored by the name and form, their birth and death. Therefore, nachaham teshu avastitaha. I am not conditioned by them. Nachamastani bhutani. If you purely see me as myself, there is nothing other than me. Therefore, nothing of the things are there in me. Other than me, there is nothing. So, other than God, there is world real. From this position to other than God, there is nothing real. To that we have traveled. These 4 steps is called spiritual sadhana. This is what my yogam and Aishwaram. I remain as intact, undisturbed, touched. Still, the whole world is my own expression. That way, Prasama Yogam Aishwaram, Bhuta Brunna, Nacha Bhutastaha, Bhuta Bhavana. See, I am a Bhuta Bhavana. I am the creator of the world. Bhuta Bhuta. I am maintainer of the world. Nacha Bhutastaha. But I am not conditioned by anything that I am doing of this world, creation, maintenance, dissolution, etc. That is why I am God. Any one of and every one of us can understand it and understand that self is there in us also. When we identify with that, we are also not bound by the Lord while doing everything. The point is what? Are you bound by something you are doing or not? People get bound by doing and not doing. एक ज्ञानी करने से भी बंधन में नहीं आता हो, नहीं करने से नहीं आता, बिकॉज ही इज इन दैट सेल्फ which is beyond any of the changes modifications. So for this example gave by the Lord, he in the akasha, the vayu is there moving, but that vayu never touches the akasha. So too in the Lord the entire world is there, but world doesn't touch the God. Tata sarvani bhutani mastani iti upadaraya. Then Bhagavan spoke in two slokas. Sarvabhutani kaunteya prakritim yanti mamikam kalpakshayi. Bhagavan says, if you ask a question, where at the Pralaya Kala all the beings go, they enter into my Prakriti. And Punatani Kalpada Ham Visujami. Again, when the new Kalpa starts, I only create. Like toward the end in the evening, the shop is closed, everything is wound up. Again, next day we go and open the shop. है ना, नाइट किचन में सारा बंद कर देती है मदर. मॉर्निंग अगेन शी ओपन्स अप एवरीथिंग. So too at the time of the dissolution, everything goes into Prakritim Mamikam, Kalpakshaye. But Kalpa Adav Aham Visurjami. Again in the beginning of Kalpa, everything I create. How do you create? That is the most important question. This is where we have to pause and learn. So Prakritim Swamavastabhya Visujami Punah Punaha. Bhutagrama Mimam Krusnamavasham Prakritir Vasha. Lord uses his material for creating the world. But what he is creating and what he is giving to whom depends on our own blueprint given through our actions, through our thoughts, through our prayers, through our intentions. Therefore, Prakritim Swam Avastabhya Visujami. Again and again at every Kalpa Adav. Bhutagramam Himam Krusnam. From a small one unicellular organism to human being and divine everything. Avasham Prakritehe Vasha. देखो, I am helpless to give you this. And that is because your nature propels me to give this. So if you, the jiva's nature is like a snake, I am helpless but have to give you the snake body only. If your nature is like a human, I am helpless to give you a human body. Your nature is snake, I give you human life. Your nature is like human, I make you snake. It is not possible. That is the avashata in me. That is how I create this world. Having spoken this, immediately the opposition party asks a question. So this way you are creating things not in a similar manner. So there must be biasness in you. So that must be troubling you or binding you because you don't have the samadrushti. For that, Bhagavan gave a beautiful answer. I told you, no, I am giving or creating according to your prakriti, not by my desire or choice. And any individual gets bound in the world through karma because of two things. When there is ahankara, kartrutva, when there is karma phalasakti. So therefore, when I am doing this, nachamam tan karmani nivaddanti dhananjaya. Hey Dhananjaya, these actions of mine of creating the world with so much of multiplicity, difference, variation, opposition, totally opposite to each other. I create cold, I create heat. I create disease, I create health. I create birth, I create death. I create the amrita, I create the poison. I create friend, I create enemy. I create the very bitter god. I create very sweet honey. Aduko, how much opposite I am doing? Yet I am not touched by those doings because udasinavadasinaha asaktaha teshu karmasu. So I am not doing with the arrogance of I am doer. ईगो नहीं है मेरा, अहंकार नहीं है करने का. Second is what? Teshu karmasu asakta means what? I am not doing for my phalasakti. So Bhagavan says in later on this chapter 18 में, without the ego and ego selfishness, even one kills the whole world also, he is not a sinner or the doer of that sinful action. Like any soldiers on the borders. They kill the enemies sometimes 10, 20, 30 terrorists जब आते हैं. No, like in other cases in the society में कोई दूसरे का थोड़ा चोट भी पहुंचाया, then case can be filed, he can be put behind the bars. तुमने उसको मारा, धक्का दिया, उसको चोट लगी, हाथ हड्डी टूटा. But this soldier killed 20 lives, but he is not put in the jail. Why? Because while doing it, he is not doing with his ego, that he has no personal vengeance with those people. He is doing as a soldier, as his duty, representing the nation. There's no his own ahankar. Second is what? He's not doing that killing for his own phalasakti. Again, it's not like a kill, the thief killing the other fellow and taking away his money. करते हैं कि नहीं, उसके पैसे सोने को लेने के लिए मार देते हैं. This army person is not killing for his selfishness. It is his duty. Therefore, he is not put behind bars. He is given great awards, the gallantry awards. In the same way, a doctor. Even a patient may die under his operation. But he didn't do it for selfishness nor with ego. He did it duty. So patient operation successful, but patient collapsed. So Bhagavan says, when I am doing this creation of giving different things to different people depending on their own Prakriti, I am not egoistic there. I am not selfish that. Therefore, I am not bound. That's why we have to learn throughout life. If you are egoistic and selfish in doing even the noblest work, you are bound. You are doing social service, but you have an ego and you want some name and fame. You are bound by it. So too, you are doing spiritual service, even of constructing temples and all. But there is an ego in you, then you are doing it for yourself. Then that action will bind you. You will get the result of that action in different forms. It's not actual spiritual sadhana. So, nachamam tani karmani nibadhanti dhananjaya udasinam asaktam teshu karmasu. Teshu karmasu asaktam udasinam. Therefore, tani karmani mamna nibadhanti. Immediately the question comes now. Okay, those actions have not bound you, the partiality of, but the creation of the world you are doing, that action to will bind you. कर्म तो कर रहे हो ना, ये पूरा दुनिया को बनाने का. ओके. Another thing is what? In the 8th shloka you said Visrujami. Then in the 9th said ki Udasinavad Asinam. Visrujami means I create. In the 9th Udasinavad Asinam, I just remain untouched. So you are talking opposite things. Therefore, what exactly the creation is happening? Opposite कह रहे हो तुम. सृष्टि बनाने का बॉन्डेज होएगा आपको, या एक जगह कहते हो विसृजामी, अदर जगह कहते हो उदासीन उदासीनम. What do you mean? Now this 10th shloka which we'll study today is the most powerful, most crucial. Try to catch it. I'll also try to explain to you. Let us start it. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. श्रीमद् भगवद गीता अथ नवमोऽध्यायः राजविद्या राजगुह्य योगः. श्री भगवानुवाच दशमः श्लोकः. Chant 4 times. मयाध्यक्षेण प्रकृतिः, मयाध्यक्षेण प्रकृतिः, मयाध्यक्षेण प्रकृतिः, मयाध्यक्षेण प्रकृतिः सूयते सचराचरं, सूयते सचराचरम्, सूयते सचराचरं, सूयते सचराचरं. हेतुनानेन कौन्तेय, हेतुनानेन कौन्तेय, हेतुनानेन कौन्तेय, हेतुनानेन कौन्तेय. जगद्विपरिवर्तते, 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 जगद्विपरिवर्तते. श्रीभगवानुवाच मयाध्यक्षेण प्रकृतिः सूयते सचराचरं, हेतुनानेन कौन्तेय जगद्विपरिवर्तते. श्रीभगवानुवाच मयाध्यक्षेण प्रकृतिः सूयते सचराचरं, हेतुनानेन कौन्तेय jagadviparivartate. So, this is the most important thing, very tough to understand, but still I will explain. So, Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti Suyate Sasaracharam Anena Etuna Jagat Viparivartate. Therefore, Bhagavan says here, it is not actually I am the doer of all the things of creation, maintenance, dissolution, and all. Maya Adhyakshena, in my Adhyakshata, in my presidency, Prakriti. Prakriti means, as we already studied in 7th chapter, the Prakriti, which is called as Maya, which is called Trigunatmika, by itself is Jada, but then it gets the power to do because the presence of the God. Okay? By himself, Bhagavan is not doing. But in the presence of Bhagavan, his own Prakriti, the Daivi Maya Shakti, which is got Triguna Atmika, it is the one which is Suyate Sacharacharam, creating the whole world, all the mobile and immobile beings, Anena Hetuna. And by the same process of my presidency in my presence, my own Prakriti, Jagat Viparivartate, that the whole world is going through various modifications from the time of their birth till the time of their death. This is what very tough thing to understand. Very interesting. Bhagavan is not doing anything. Creation automatically doesn't happen because it is Jada. But to avoid the doing by the world, we give the doing ship to Bhagavan. But if you ask Bhagavan directly, he says, even I am not doing. Like because of electricity, all electrical equipments are working. देखो कौन घुमा रहा है फैन को, नेचुरली से बिजली. कौन जला रहा है बल्ब को, नेचुरली से बिजली. But you go and ask Mr. Bijli or Mrs. Bijli where she may be, are you the one who is moving the fan? She says yes and as well as no. Why yes? Because without me it doesn't, fan can't move. कितने भी फैन लगाओ मूव होगा ही नहीं बिना बिजली का. कितना भी बल्लभा लगाओ, if there is no bijli it won't. Therefore it is because of me I only am doing. But are you really doing something there to make the fan move and to make the bulb glow? No. What is happening then? In my presence, of electricity, the nature in that bulb, with the filament, it's just glowing. It is in the nature of the dynamo that in the presence of the bulb or the electricity, it just moves. When it moves, the wings are moving, then the wind is coming. This is a very big discussion. If one sorts out this, it's great. This is a relationless relationship between Bhagavan and the world. So, Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam. Chara means mobile beings of Manushya, Pashu, Pakshi. Achara means the immobile things called the plants, etc., trees, etc. So, who is creating all of them? The Prakriti, not Bhagavan. But Prakriti cannot do anything independently without Bhagavan. So, in his presence, he is doing. Now, some subtle things of Vedanta, I tell you. Whole spiritual text का purpose है to discover our oneness with God. Okay. But now, not only we are not able to recognize the God, instead we are seeing the whole world. Therefore, from the seen world, we have to take us, the Shruti has to take us, the Shruti Mata and the Guru, to the unseeable God or Self. Then what is the process? This is the process. They see the world, they say it is an effect, it is created. Then to this effect created world, there should be a cause creator. So our drishti is taken to the God by this process. Okay. Then in the Bhagavan, which is modifiable nahi hai, changeable nahi hai, is neither the doer or nor the anything. So how can he do all that? That's why he say in his presence, his power is doing. So from the creation standpoint, the doer is God. From the God standpoint, the doer is Prakriti. From the pure God standpoint, there is happening nothing. He alone is there everywhere. Our goal is the world is independent of God. From there, slowly we say the God is there, all pervading and doing everything. Then we say God's Prakriti is doing. Then we say in the presence of God, the Prakriti is doing. Finally, we say there is nothing doing, only Bhagavan is there. And that is me. So the goal is to know the essential nature of our own self, which is the divinity. Our interest is not the creation is there or not, it is real or not, who created it. For the time being, the discussion is done to take our attention to the divine. This we have to keep very much. And the solution is not in making the world as created and making the Lord as creator and giving reality to the world. This is not the solution for our problems. है ना, भगवान ने दुनिया बनाई तो प्रॉब्लम तो सॉल्व नहीं हो रहा ना. दुनिया तो है and you are seeing it as real, then you are running behind it with your raga dvesha and you are continuously miserable. So this knowledge is not helping you to get liberated from bondage of misery. But when you get identity with Bhagavan, then you get liberation. So to bring our identity to the Lord from the world in which we are identified, the intermediate stages that the world is created, the world is in effect, the Lord is the cause, is the creator, all these are told. But a higher stage may, it's in Bhagavan's presence, the world is happening. Okay? When you directly see Bhagavan, He alone is there. There is no world at all. Like when you are in dream, the whole dream world is created by the waking mind. That's what we have to say because the dream world cannot live independent. But when you wake up, waking mind has not created. In the presence of waking mind, the samskaras, vasanas, which is the Shakti of me, the Jiva, that has projected the dream world. And everything appeared to be so real as long as I was in the dream. In the same way, Maya Adhyakshena Mama Prakriti Maya Trigunaatmika Suyate Sachara Acharam. And say Etuna Anena. Again, with the same reason of in my presidency, the Prakriti only Viparivartate, this Jagat goes on bringing the modification in the seen Jagat. Otherwise, what will happen, as the question was, if Bhagavan becomes the doer, then he will have to be a Jiva limited, bound by the result of karma. You understand? What is philosophy Vedanta? Bhagavan is not Jiva bound, he is a liberated self. Then, if you have to be liberated, you cannot be the Karta Bhokta. Then the whole thing is happening, no? Yeah, in my presence. Like in the presence of me, the consciousness in me, my nature is projecting my Jagrat world. My nature is projecting my Swapna world. Is it not? My nature is taking me to the Nidra, the Bijavastha. Is it not, my dear friends? This is the meaning. Okay. And in sadhana, when we slowly start becoming the sakshi of everything happening, okay, without involving in it, we can slowly discover our essential self. Then, from that standpoint, again you can know in the presence of self, the things are happening. The self is not involved in them, therefore, he is not a culprit. So, the answer is you say sometime you are the Visrujami, other you say Udasinam, Udasinam. In out of these two, what is right? The right is in my presence, in my presidency, this my own Prakriti does the creation, maintenance, modification, even destruction. I am not the doer. But to take away the doership from the Prakriti, which is Jada, to take away doership from the Jiva, if he considers he is the doer, he will be bound. The doership is given to the God. When the God is asked, are you the doer? He says, no. When if there is nobody is a doer, then what it is not a deed. है ना, सेल्स डीड में बायर एंड सेलर दोनों होना चाहिए, तभी उसको डीड कहते हैं. Therefore, the whole creation is not a karma. Srishti is only a leela, a khela. It is just happening in the presence of Lord by his Prakriti. And to this creation, it's only leela. There is no definite purpose. We attribute the purpose of some sukha dukkha, therefore we run behind it. From a Lord's standpoint, he is expressing his joy in the form of creation. Other than that, he has nothing to gain by creating world, nothing to lose by not creating. Where Bhagavan is as liberated as he is when he is in himself, so too when he has projected the world with his Maya. इन दोनों दफा भगवान जो है मोक्ष में ही है. He is neither bound by creating or non-creating, nor liberated. He is himself always other, detached from all the creation and dissolution. So Maya Adhyakshena, in my Adhyakshata, like the Adhyaksha stands, sits there, the secretary conducts the whole meeting. So the secretary is the Maya Trigunatmika. It is the one which is creating and modifying and destroying. Lord is not the doer of them directly. Therefore, though I said Visujami, but it is through Maya. Though I said Adasinaha, the Maya cannot be without me. So the both sentences are that way to be understood. Udasina Vadasinaha, because Prakriti is doing, I am not doing. And Visujami, because Prakriti cannot do without me. Both understand. But our goal is neither the Prakriti is real, nor the creation is real, nor Bhagavan became creator. Our goal is to discover our identity with that Bhagavan. For that, withdraw from the whole creation and just meditate on him. You will discover himself. And once we near to that self, then all these funny questions, difficult questions, everything stand answered. विद्यते हृदयग्रन्थे छिद्यन्ते सर्वसंशयाः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि तस्मिन् दृष्टे परावर. Now in next slokas, Bhagavan says, such being me, not valued by the people, take me as a human being, therefore they insult me. They are moghasha, moda people. There are some wise people. They know all these aspects of me. Therefore, inside they identify with me, outside they worship me. Both them. Though inside identify with me, I give the bliss of myself to them. Outside they worship me, I give what they want, whatever they want. Daivi Prakriti Vale. And what is the way they do the worship of me? Satanam Kirtayanto Mam. The whole sadhana called as Vijnanam will be told to us. Now Jnanam is this one. Jnanam is those first 4 plus 3 things. Second, Bhagavan only creates with his Prakriti according to the Prakriti of people. But while doing so, the biasness is caused not because of his ego or selfishness, therefore, he is not touched by it. Even though creation is done by him, he is not doing, he is only present. In his presence, Prakriti is doing. Prakriti cannot do independently, Bhagavan need not to do. So, in his presence, Prakriti is doing for the sake of all the jivas, the creation, the maintenance, the modification, the dissolutions, etc. There is a load of this shloka. 2-3 बार सुनो, clarity आएगा आपको. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now the common sense thought today is very short and sweet. That is the mind's mischief of seeking always conveniences and comforts. Okay. When you and I, led by the mischievous mind of seeking conveniences and comforts, we cannot conceive higher goals. We cannot bring out our inner abilities. We cannot do the great performances. We can never achieve the great things. Mind seeks comforts, conveniences. It is its mischief. Like coming to Geetha class. It's not convenient to me. The mind says. And wherever it is convenient, I will go, it says. And it's not comfortable to listen to Geetha. Tough, have. But seeing a movie, it is comfortable. So when you are following the comforts and conveniences of mind, you will enjoy movie, you will go outside, you can never learn Gita. Is it not? Doing the work given by the mother is not comfortable, is not convenient. And mind wants comfort and convenience. And if you listen to the mind, conveniently, comfortably, you go away without doing that help to the mother. Then what is the use of that stupid boy or girl, children, when they can't help the mother? Everywhere you see, the mind's mischief is it should be convenient, it should be comfortable. You know? To a scientist, is it convenient and comfortable to spend hours together and days together in the laboratory? If he seeks comfort and convenience, he can never be the scientist. A lorry driver, is it convenient and comfortable to sit in the heat of behind the steering and driving for 14, 16 hours? If he says, no, I want comfort, I want convenience, then he can never be the driver. He can, no driver will be there in the world for transporting the goods. They all will become unemployed. Things cannot be convenient to you. People cannot be convenient to you. Situations cannot be convenient to you. And all the time you don't get comforts. And yet we should be able to do the things inspired by the goal chosen. Goal is important. Working toward that goal is important in spite of inconveniences, discomforts. But the mind wants convenience and comfort. If you are yielding to that, then mind will never allow you to go through the tapasya of hard works to do great things and achieve great things. Like for me, it is not at all convenient to talk to you and comfortable at all. नहीं है. ऐसा इतना घंटा बैठना पड़ेगा मुझे daily 11 hours I sit. So much pain to knees and all. That is why I go on doing it. सुबह 4 से रात को 10 बजे तक बैठा ही रहता हूँ मैं. It is very uncomfortable, very inconvenient. एंड व्हाट इज कंफर्टेबल इन्वायरमेंट कन्वीनियंट जाओ कोई टीवी खरीद लो अभी तो है ही नहीं उसके सामने बैठो लाइक ऑल द यंगस्टर्स डू और टेक आउट सेल फोन पुट ऑन इंटरनेट सो कन्वीनियंट ऑन करते ही वॉइस मैसेज आल्सो इनफ टू गिव कमांड्स इट्स सो कंफर्टेबल to see the stupid program taken out by some stupid people. It's so joyful to me. But if I yield to mind's convenience, comfort, it will take me there only. My intellect has chosen a goal of studying and talking on Geetha, even though it is inconvenient and uncomfortable. Therefore, we have come up to the 9th chapter, 10th sloka. And if you don't get up in the morning thinking it's so convenient and comfortable to sleep on the bed like a buffalo or bedbug, can you get up and enjoy the Prakriti? Can you enjoy your jogging, walking, yoga? Can you enjoy your breakfast? Can you enjoy your going to the office and work? कुछ भी नहीं होगा if you are sleeping like that because of comfort and convenience. है ना यू आर फ्लाइंग इन द फ्लाइट डेस्टिनेशन आ गया लैंडेड हो गया लैंडिंग तो कंफर्टेबल है कन्वीनियंट है मैं नहीं उतरूंगा करे तो पर which work you have gone there yet you can't achieve. So mind's mischief of seeking convenience and comfort never allows to become a sevaka, never allows to become a devotee, never allows to do us the duties, never allows us to conceive greater and higher goals to perceive that. Don't yield to that mind suggestion. And all comforts, conveniences are for the body and senses, for which we are a slave. थिंक दिस मोस्ट गुड पॉइंट लास्ट 10 डेज में अगर हमने कॉमन सेंस थॉट को देखा सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट आज वाला है गुड थिंग्स आर नॉट कन्वीनियंट बेटा यू हैव टू मेक इट कन्वीनियंट गुड थिंग्स कैनॉट बी कंफर्टेबल यू हैव टू मेक like when you go to a temple it is not convenient to comfortable to stand in line for 3-4 hours अगर ऐसा मानोगे तो you can never have भगवान दर्शन एंड अनुग्रह to sit for puja for 1 hour is not comfortable or convenient. But if that way you don't do, then you cannot get the grace. Like in the class also, if you don't make it convenient for you every day and find your own comfort in sitting and listening, and you are seeking comfort and convenience somewhere else, you can never get Gita Jnana. As I gave you the example of helping parents, working in the office, doing social obligations, those who do out of convenience or comfort, they are not real doers. In spite of our inconvenience and discomfort. They are the real heroes. So be a real hero. Don't be yielding. Comfortable नहीं है, convenient नहीं है. You know, you will be put in a place where there is no chair to sit. अब खड़ा हो जाओ या नीचे जमीन बैठो. अयो, there is no convenience. I can't sit and stand. गड़े घोड़े की तरह सो जाओ खड़े खड़े. Never ever yield. नीचे बैठना पड़ेगा नीचे बैठो. जमीन पे सोना जमीन पे सो जाओ. पत्थर में खाना पड़ता है कहाँ उसमें नमक मिर्च नहीं है यू कैन नेवर माइंड यू never ever yield to the mind. Other you are a slave to it. And why people don't become spiritual is too much of comforts, luxuries they got at home. No, they don't want to give it up. Some of them are good, honest, but like in they can't sit 1 hour, they can't listen because it is uncomfortable, inconvenient. तो अब ऐसा देखता जाओ तो कभी नहीं हो सकता आप लोगों से ये वाला बात. You can never be a human being if you are seeking only conveniences and comforts. Never a person can have human qualities, higher pursuits, higher goals conceived, great performances, serving the world God Guru. These can never be achieved. Is it convenient and comfortable for our Prime Minister to go without carrying the jet lags from one nation to the other, have hundreds of meetings? He's a human being. He can sleep, he can eat, he can resign anytime, especially looking at the opposition useless fellows. But no, no, I am having my goal of serving my nation. I am given this opportunity. I don't look for convenience comforts. So make it convenient, feel comfortable wherever the great glorious things we have to do, like that of studying Gita, like that of studying our own books, like that of doing our own naukari, like that of serving parents, all this may you have to feel it is comfortable and convenient, make it so and do it. Don't expect them to be so. Like some people come with us for spiritual camps. Camps are held in the ashrams. Ashrams are in higher altitude. Every convenience and comfort cannot be there. Then those run away only next day. Then they will run away for comfort, but they miss the entire Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, Satsangas, which we organize there, the picnics, the Ganga Snanam, the beautiful sightseeing of temple. ये सब मिस हो जाएगा उनको फिर. गर्म पानी नहीं है. अरे मरोगे क्या 7 दिन if you don't have गर्म पानी. No, it's so convenient and comfortable to take bath. साइड डिशेज आर नॉट देयर. अब जो है वो खाओ बस सबके साथ. तीर्थ यात्रा में जाओगे ना, जो है उसमें खुश हो जाना. इफ यू आर माई चिल्ड्रन, वेर एवर यू आर ए सन इन लॉ, योर पेरेंट्स इन लॉ, जो भी कन्वीनियंट कंफर्ट फील हो जाओ. डोंट ट्रबल देम, डोंट टॉर्चर देम फॉर योर सुख एंड भोग. सो टू एट होम वेर एवर यू आर, whatever is given, I am contented with that. My focus on is on the work given. I am doing that. When I am focusing on my work, where is the question of convenience and comforts? And the one who is given convenience and comforts, he will be enjoying it so much that he will not do the work. So this is a common sense thought today. Mind's mischief of seeking convenience, comforts. They were not ready fit for doing greater things and achieving greater things. Thank you. Now let us do the Shukra Graha Shloka. Om. So it is called as Shukra Graham. देवानां च ऋषीणां च गुरुं काञ्चन सन्निभं yesterday we saw बुद्धिभूतं त्रिलोकेशं तं नमामि मृणास्पतिं. Today हिमकुन्द मृणाल आभं दैत्यानां परमं गुरुं सर्वशास्त्र प्रवक्तारं भार्गवं तं नमाम्यहम्. Okay, the Shukra Graha क्या है? Hima means the snow, Kunda means the lily wala, Mrunala means the lotus stem. So the lotus stem, then the lily flower, then the snow, Hima. The one who is of this color. Daityanam Paramam Gurum, the host, the guru of all the asuras. Because they are suraho, asuro, manusho. सबको knowledge guidance चाहिए. The one Bhagavan appointed Shukracharya ji as the guru for all the asuras. For the devatas is the guru. Yesterday we saw. So Daityanam Paramam Guru. All the Ditiputras, the Daityas, the Asuras, for all of them, the Shukracharya is the Guru. Like terrorists also, they have own gurus. But the speciality of this Shukragraha is Sarva Shastra Pravaktaram. He knows all the Shastras. And he knows what to teach to whom. Those who are Daitya, उनको वैसा ही शास्त्र पढ़ाएंगे वो. If the Devatas appoint him as Guru for some time, he will teach that for them. Therefore, he has become one of worship worthy, the Shukra Bhagavan. So, Shukra Graha. So, that is how Sarva Shastra Pravaktaram Bhargavam. He is the one, he is a Bhrugu Vamshastha. He is the Bhrugu Rishi के संतति में आया है, इसलिए उनको भार्गव कहते हैं. That is how the Bhrugu Vasara it is called as for the Friday. Thursday is called as Brahaspativar or Guruvar. So, Bhargavam Pranamami Aham. To that Bhargava I am saluting. So Himakunda Mrunalabham Daityanam Paramam Guru Sarvashastra Pravaktaram Bhargavam Pranamamyaham. Some places Bhargavam Tam Namamyaham it is given. Let us say Pranamamyaham. Let us do. So Mata Shri Shukra Graha Paramatmananugrahena Samasta Upanishadukta Brahmatmaikya Modasya Asmin Shineva Siddhyartham Purane Ityasokta Bhagavad Darshanananugraha Praptyartham सनातन धर्म वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृते पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विषयार्थम ये भक्ता साधक अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन कार्य निश्चिताः तेषां सर्वेषाम् आयुरारोग्य क्षेम स्थैर्य श्रद्धा भक्त्यादि सत्समता साधना सानुकूलता शक्तिनां प्राप्ति द्वारा विघ्नक्षेत्र निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य दिग्विजयार्थम श्री नवग्रह स्तोत्रांतर्गत शुक्र ग्रह भृग्रह संबंधी श्लोक अस्य जपं पारायण वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम हिमकुन्दमृणालाभं दैत्यानां परमं गुरुं सर्वशास्त्रप्रवक्तारं भार्गवं प्रणमाम्यहं। हिमकुन्दमृणालाभं दैत्यानां परमं गुरुं सर्वशास्त्रप्रवक्तारं भार्गवं प्रणमाम्यहं। हिमकुन्दमृणालाभं दैत्यानां परमं गुरुं सर्वशास्त्रप्रवक्तारं भार्गवं प्रणमाम्यहम्। 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 हिमकुन्दमृणालाभं दैत्यानां परमं गुरुं सर्वशास्त्रप्रवक्तारं भार्गवं प्रणमाम्यहम्. This is how in the Navagraha Stotra we have seen the Shukra Graha mantra. Common sense thought is mind's mischief of seeking comforts and conveniences. If it is not so, then it will not do the duties, it will not do the sadhana, it will not do the service. In short, it will never grow. Therefore, in spite of inconveniences, discomforts, if the goal chosen is beautiful by the intellect, work harder. Don't worry of the comforts or all these conveniences. Take the example of doctors, take the example of army people, take the example of the NDRF team when they save the people. Not that it is convenient or comfortable. No, it is duty. It is a goal. Duty should inspire us, goal should inspire us, not mongering comforts and conveniences. It's not comfortable for Hanumanji to fly across the ocean and search for Sitaji and come back. Not even it's a comfort for Hanuman Ramji to take so many bandar log. Not even convenient to make the bridge. Is it not? Never ever any great thing is achieved by any fellow who is a slave to comforts and conveniences sought by the mind. This is the common sense thought. And in Gita, Bhagavan clearly said, in my presence, Prakriti does. I am not the direct doer. So too, the Prakriti cannot do without me. It is Jada. This is how you have to understand about the creation. So your goal is neither creation nor Prakriti. Your goal is to discover me as your own self. Focus on that. This is what Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam. ॐ श्रीभगवानुवाच मयाध्यक्षेण प्रकृतिः सूयते सचराचरं हेतुना अनेन कौन्तेय जगद्विपरिवर्तते. Tomorrow Bhagavan says, not knowing my original nature, they think me as human being, thus they insult me. As a result, they are not getting blessings from me. But those good-hearted people, they discover me and serve me, then they reach me. Okay, tomorrow we'll see all that. Thank you for my friends. Thanks. Mm. ओम दुर्जन सज्जनो भूया सज्जन शांत मामनया शांतो मुच्चेत बंदेभ्यः मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचयेत् ओम असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा मृतंगमय ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परमश्रीभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Dearest friends, take care. Okay. See you tomorrow.